Reducing string noise when changing chords. If your chord changes sound messy or noisy, this lesson is for you. But here's the truth. A little bit of string noise is completely normal, and in many cases it actually sounds good. In this lesson you'll learn what's really happening when you change chords, when the noise matters, and how to control it without tension. When you change chords, your fingers lift off the strings. This creates open string noise. Most beginners think that this is a mistake. It's not. It's part of real guitar playing. What's actually happening? Let's take a simple example. We use the chords C and G, and as you move between chords, there's a brief moment where no chord is fully formed, and some open strings ring out. At normal speed, you barely notice it, but at slow speeds, it sounds much more obvious and wrong. Don't aim for perfect silence. That usually leads to tension, rushed movement, and worse timing. Instead, aim for smooth, relaxed transitions. When it sounds good versus bad. Some string noise sounds fine if it's light, quick, open strings, especially during upstrums and played at normal tempos. But it sounds problematic when it's loud and the strumming is uncontrolled. If you're hitting all the strings aggressively and the chord changes are slow and exposed, it's going to sound worse. Key technique adjustments. Lighten your upstrums. Most unwanted noise happens on the and after the beat. Instead of hitting all of the strings, aim for the thinner strings only and keep it light. For example, on this C here, if we strum 1, 2, 3, 4 and, that's down, 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 up. On that up strum there, I'm aiming for the E, B and G strings only. 1, 2, 3, 4 and we'll change on the up strum so we can get to the G chord on time. 1, 2, 3, 4 and again aiming only for the high strings on the up strum. So we have the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, change 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So this sounds much better than just hitting all of the strings like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And if we slow it down, it'll be even more pronounced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just aiming to lighten those up strums. Control your strumming range. Don't always strum everything. Be intentional. Lower strings for bass emphasis and higher strings for lighter strums. I personally like to aim for the lower strings, the bass strings on the first beat, as when you change chord, this gives you a nice kind of settled sound in the chord. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, the small up strum to the G chord, bass, down, 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 high strings. So we'd have bass, down, 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 high bass, This will eliminate a lot of the problems. If you try to eliminate all noise from your playing, it will become stiff and unnatural. You're aiming to be as loose and relaxed as possible. Smooth playing is always the best sounding. Practice plan. Choose 2 chords. You can stick with C and G like we've looked at here. Slow it down. Strum 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Down, 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 up. Focus on the relaxed movement and not rushing the change. Light up strums. On the and 4, strum lightly on the higher strings only. This is E, B and G. Aim for the bass notes on the first beat to kind of solidify those changes. Gradually increase the speed. As you speed up, the noise will become less noticeable. Over time, you'll also improve by placing your fingers more accurately, reducing excess movement, and improving your timing. Remember, even experienced players still have small amounts of string noise, and on recordings, you'll hear it everywhere. Sometimes those in-between sounds actually add character. Music isn't about being perfectly clean, it's about sounding good. Try not to rush chord changes, don't strum too hard, and avoid locking up your hand and obsessing over small noises.